Well, boys, I've given myself a little bit of time to reflect, rejuvenate, rechange, recharge, redo a lot of things because I was not in a good mood, not in a good place, not in a good space after that dismantling, crumbling, pathetic attempt of holding on to a lead. It was disgraceful, man, and it's really burning me up inside. I can't lie. I really wanted to beat them. Yeah, I wanted to give something back to them. Spurs fans, I live in North London. I get this isn't going to resonate with people as much, but you're still going to have got a bit of it. I've got Spurs fans around me all the time, chatting so much large, giving it the big and giving it the Bruno large like they're some big boys. And they sacked a man who I cared about like nobody else. A man who meant more to me than any other man aside from my family. Okay, a man called Marcelo Bielsa, and they put the final nail in the coffin. And there has not been a day or a week or a month or a second, I don't know why I went up and then back down, but there has not been a second that has gone by without Spurs fans sat there reminding me, twisting the knife in, sprinkling salt into those very fresh wounds about how they were the ones to get him sacked. They were the ones who put the final nail in the coffin. And that hurts. It does hurt. And I was so happy. Finally, we got the last laugh. Finally, we had some sort of bragging rights. So I had something to go back at them at least. Oh, at least. Because they're all flipping around me. And it's so annoying. Alright, it's so annoying. I'm the Lone Ranger here. I'm the Lone Driller backing the boys. Well, I got all these Spurs fans just rubbing the salt on the wounds. And we blew it away, man. And the worst part is we played so well. We played so well. Jesse Marsch, yet again. He got it spot on. He got it spot on. And yes, we can talk about the fact that should he have put 5 at the back at the end? Was that the reason? I think that had a big part to do with it. I think we did it too soon. I don't have a problem with him doing it. I have a problem with how quickly he did it after we got the lead. I think we needed to control the game a little bit, take the sting out of it, and then go defensively. I think doing that so quickly invited a lot of pressure on. It allowed them to come forward. We had nothing really in the middle holding up the play, really nothing making anything stick, so they were able to come at us a lot easier. And as we know, when teams come at us, we're not a team that can sit back, defend, hold the fort down and try and beat teams like that. It doesn't work for us. We're not good at defending. We're just simply not good at defending. And we were the masters of our own demise. We played very well. We played very, very well. Should have put more balls in the back of the net. Sarsfield should have had another goal, to be fair. Rodrigo, when that chance hit the post, that was unlucky as well. That was a close one. And then you can also look at the fact that we were hard done by. Their first goal never should have been a goal. Never should have been a goal. That was easily a free kick for Meslier. Easily, man. He's thrown his back out at him. Thrown him back at him. And then just completely dolphin dived him into the goal. It was ridiculous. How that wasn't given, I don't know. Maybe a bit of scripting involved. Who knows? Who knows? Not for me to say. Not for me to say. But at the end of the day, whatever you want to say about officiating, about anything, about whether we were hard done by, whether it was VAR, whether it was the referee, whether Adams should or shouldn't have been sent off. When you let a lead slip, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and capitulate with 14 minutes to go, capitulate and concede 2 goals in 2 minutes after dominating a lot of the game, really, after being the more impressive side, the side that should have won. When you leave it that tight, when you leave it in the balance, when you don't put teams out of the way, and then you go ahead and capitulate like that, then you can't blame anyone else. You can't blame anyone else but the players that were on the pitch. Whether you want to blame Marsch for setting it up like that, which I played devil's advocate and I said I don't think that was the perfect thing to do. The players on the pitch, the defenders on the pitch, more specifically, are the ones that made the mistakes. They're the ones that got caught napping. They're the ones that got skinned like a jacket potato by Kulishevsky about 50 times down that right-hand side. They are the ones leaving more gaps than a waffle inside our own 18-yard box. Those are the same guys that are deflecting the ball and ricocheting it into our own net. And their goals were terrible. They were terrible. Look, I was speaking to my mate who's a Spurs fan, and he was like, okay, this is battle of the poor defences, battle of the shared defences, shall we say. And it's true. It is true. The only difference is you can't even say that our goals came from them having a bad defence. Really, maybe you can argue the second Rodrigo goal. Otherwise, the other goals were brilliant. The ball to Sourceville, his finish, fantastic. The second goal even, beautiful finish by Rodrigo. Lovely header in by Christensen. Lovely header back by Cooper. You could say, okay, why is this pinball shit happening? Maybe that's a bit AIDS. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But again, I don't think that was necessarily horrible defending. There's a bit of luck on our part. It was also a bit of good skill to get him in there. Great timing on the run by Rodrigo and a beautiful volley. The third goal. What a finish by Rodrigo, yeah? And when are people going to give this man credit? Only Erling Braut Haaland has got a better goals to minute ratio than Rodrigo in the Premier League this year. But yeah, I'm the Lone Ranger coming on here every week, backing him, and everyone's slating him. Everyone's slating Rodrigo. What can the man do? He's a lethal finisher. He's got the best positional awareness out of anyone in the team. He's getting in the right place at the right time. When he gets the chance, he has the composure to take it. He works his socks off up there. What else can the guy do? His link-up play ain't half bad either. The only time I think that there was question marks around him this season, not other seasons, we're talking this season, was in the middle patch when he'd just come back from injury. I think he started off the season very, very well. And these past few games, he's been exceptional. 4 goals in his past 3. 5 goals in his, I think it's 5 goals in his past 4 as well. I'm not 100% sure whether he scored in that Fulham game. But either way, 4 in his last 3 is impressive enough. He's been sensational, mate. He's been sensational. He was again today. Him and Source, by far, are 2 best players. By far and away. Aronson, I didn't think was too bad. I think there were times he went missing, but I thought in the first half, I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was pretty good on the half turn, driving us forward. He played a couple of beautiful balls through to Source. Again, that second one, Source should have rounded the keeper. It's unlucky. It is unlucky. He should have rounded the keeper though and finished it. But you can't blame that for us not winning when we defend with absolute calamitous skid mark defending, mate. It is car crash football back there. Looks like I'm sat on the M25. Good thing we were down near London because it looked like it was the flipping. It looks like we were playing on the M25, mate. With that kind of car crash defending, it was not even words can describe it. Not even words can describe how deflating and how annoying that is. But the only positives I can take out of it is that the boys played well. I don't like the fact that we're now back below Bournemouth. We're back now. It's sucked into a relegation battle. But I can't do anything about it. That's 2 defeats in a row. We're going to need to pick something around quickly. Hopefully Rodrigo can keep himself fit over the summer. Hopefully Sinistera can get himself back. And then we could have a serious team on our hands. But we need to make some signings. And we need to make them quick. And we need to make them in that centre half position. Because we are so poor at the back, man. So poor at the back. You know, I said it was only a matter of time. There were times in that game in the first half where we were defending all right. But the amount of times where they'd flick a ball through and there would be one man back there by himself and he'd make some last-ditch like header or he'd flick it on with his foot, and they did really well generally with it, and it was risky. But all I'm saying is the one time that guy makes a mistake, we're screwed because they're in through on like a 1-on-0, 2-on-0, and by golly, did we make some serious mistakes back there. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think the causation of our defeat was. Who do you blame? Who do you cherish for Leeds in that game? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But for now, guys, I will see you up very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.